Yeah, the camera's recording, so anyway, we'll kind of pick up where we left off. So basically, we're here with our guest who's got the Good Road Network. Let's just go lightly. You have a platform that's basically going to set up bands, help them find gigs, to do tours, buy instruments, get roadies. It's basically going to be like a Facebook kind of.
And
right,
more.
but you put together an EPK. You can do just about anything you need from audio streaming to, finance tracking, so that you know exactly what you're spending as you're hitting the road and on the road, so that if you need to book other gigs, you can attempt to do so that you can make the money to be able to sustain the tour. So you can do just about anything you need from our login source.
There you go. Without the stupid cat memes. Yeah.
Right. And if you got fans that take tons and tons of picture, which most fans do, or
Yeah.
you have people, you can build up, a photo gallery so that you'll have that in perpetuity. So that's there for the rest of your life. So it's pretty amazing.
So it's really an interactive site where you can interact with your fan base. You can interact with different venues that the band's going to. You can actually follow the band. It also has a back end like format for merch at some point when you get into the
That'll all be
next phase.
Yep.
And again, you're going to have your launch April 2nd, in case we missed that on the
Yeah.
April 2nd
going
in
out
Seattle.
of beta
Yeah.
in Seattle.
So
Great.
that'll be an exciting time.
Yeah, I like you were talking before about how you find out like a bar you were going to play at, well, the toilet blew up or something, so you got to like maybe say, hey, well, can we open for you at your gig,
Right,
and
so-
you can open for us at then the next gig, and
It's basically doing a show swap. So in the
Yeah.
past, you'd have to make, a tremendous amount of phone calls. But
Yeah.
with our site, you can just get on. You can log in, see who's playing within that area, do a show swap with them. Maybe you open for them one night, and then they'll open for you for another night. So again, it's just it's bridging gaps in tour dates, which is like one of the most important things, because to an artist, they want to be on stage as much as possible, and
Yeah.
we provide that, on our application.
That's great. Yeah, it's really you're really onto something, Joe. It's really revolutionary. It's
Right.
gonna be really fun to watch this thing grow and aggregate.
Right. What's interesting about technology is it's really no different from its past. And a great example would be is David Geffen, as he had his own management company with Elliot Roberts. What was great about them is, one, they never made anybody sign contracts. It was all done on a handshake,
Yeah.
and that's sort of what our site is. It's done on a handshake. But two, David found so much of his talent from the Troubadour. So
Yeah.
consider the Troubadour essentially an ecosystem of like-minded people. I mean, on any given night, they would be completely loaded with talent, and that's how those people communicated, was by going there, playing with each
Yeah.
other, getting to know each other,
Yeah.
and that's how he essentially found Glenn Frey, and then Glenn Frey essentially got his band, because initially what was happening, Rob, and this is what makes our site so great, is if you're looking for an artist or you need a guitarist, you can go on there, find that person, and boom, you can start assembling your band based on a specific need. In this particular case, Geffen was like, hey, Glenn, you're great, but I think you need to be with a band, and that's how he developed the Eagles. And essentially, because of Jackson Brown, who was another one of the people that was signed, or not
Yeah.
signed, but was on his management company's label, they formed Asylum Records because of actually Jackson Brown. So it was a pretty interesting time.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what we're doing. So that's what I mean by it always has a historical past. In the same way
Yeah.
he aggregated talent, we're just doing it in a different way over tablets and iPhones and desktops and
Yeah.
laptops.
No, it's a clean site, dude. Custom press kit, audio streaming, social media sync, tour planning, discography, finance tracking. That's going to be big. Scheduling, photo galleries, opportunities. Dude, it's all right there, man.
Right.
If I had a band, I'd already be like, yeah, man, I'm going to sign up.
It's about transparency. What we don't
Yeah.
want to have happen is we don't want to have a group like TLC come on or go on a tour for 2 years and find that they only made $30,000, but the
Yeah.
management company made all the money.
Yeah.
What it is it's about complete transparency, so the artist actually knows what they're taking in versus what's going out.
Yeah, see, that's what's so important too. So many, you see these stories on, they make movies out of them. You read books, and you see how many artists really got ripped off in the '60s, '70s, '80s, and even '90s and today. It's really is something that artists and musicians need. I mean, this is huge. This is going to change the way that the music industry does business. It's really, really disruptive, and I'm really proud to know you, man.
Well, thank you, and we hope it does. And that's really what it's about. The whole industry is changed. It feel like it's caught within its own historical past, and now as companies like ours, and there are other companies out there that are certainly doing it. We're all striving to give, the liberty back to the artist to just be able to tour, get their publishing in order, and align with the right people, so that they don't, find themselves in a situation where they've just given away all their publishing. So it's about protecting the artist.
Yeah, well, that's you. I think you pretty much hit it on the head. Look at how many stories you get out of the '50s.
Oh yeah.
All these shark fuckers. You got all these bands. All of a sudden, it's in the '80s, and you're all wondering, well, what happened to like the Chantels? They should be filthy rich. They were torn all over, and they're all like dead broke, working in the car wash in
the
Memphis.
Supremes, other than
Yep.
Diana Ross. I mean, it goes on and on
Yep.
and on.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin
Yep.
Gaye, another one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sad commentary, man. But your site's going to change a lot of this. And with technology now, you can, like I was saying before, you don't need to sign with a label. You can go out and create your own brand. You can create your own fan base. Do your art. Have your own way to watch the finances and the way it comes in and goes out. It's amazing, man.
Thanks, dude. This is breakfast.
Nirvana.
Man.
Oh, cool, man.
I had this tooth pulled, and it's like soft food only. So I'm like living off of soup and yogurt. And it just gets old. And then, it's like, I love pretzels, but I know, no. Pretzels, no. I'll be right in the hole. Ah! Screaming fucking pain. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, we get this up. I'll be sharing this with everybody I know that's got anything to do with music.
Right. It's out there right now for the public, but once we pull it out of beta, we will have bug bashed and fixed any slight issues that exist. And don't get me wrong, every site that's out there has issues that they have to bug bash, from LinkedIn to Facebook.
Yep.
I mean, everybody has the same issues. We're just going out of beta and into alpha, and we're going to start monetizing. And again, like I said, it's free. Eventually down the road, we'll have a subscription platform as well. But for right now, please just enjoy our site and utilize it, and please tell people about it, because it's there for you.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's like the key. Start out free.
And again, the name of the site is The Good Road Network. thegoodroadnetwork.com.
Yeah, goodroadnetwork.com. Oh, and it even says it on their beta. Very cool.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's man, the new technology. It's like, well, it's it's all about the interwebs nowadays. It's like digital pretty much crushed the old analog deal, and then the interwebs came along and pretty much crushed the old way of people's cash venues, cash streams were. So, it's all, you just have to, the technology has to catch up to you, and then you have to catch up to the technology, basically.
It's amazing how the technology grows exponentially. I mean, even like 5 years ago, how different things are,
Yep.
5 years before that, Google was like nothing. Right now, look at
the difference is
Facebook and
it's
LinkedIn
it's the handheld devices, but essentially it's the ability for a kid to get out there, come up with an idea, and then put it out to the masses.
On his phone.
Yeah, and whereas in the past, if you had a great idea, let's say the idea was to create a better fuel source, well, GM could just step in, buy the fuel source from you, and you'll make a little bit of money, but it
Yeah.
goes away and GM is in alignment. Right now, technology is moving so fast that you cannot stop it. There's not
Yeah.
enough money to actually go find the people that are coming up with these sources. So that's what's
Yeah.
changing is technology just is moving
You know,
now.
It seems like you say, transparency. I mean, you see it in politics with guys like, whether you hate Trump or like him or Bernie or whoever your choice is, it's change. It's different. It's the way things are being done differently, and it's because of the technology. Because I don't think Trump, even with all his money, or Bernie Sanders with his grassroots, fundraising, could get their message out the way they're getting it out if it wasn't for the technology these days. This stuff would not exist. And, everywhere from politics to the music business to advertising to movies to television to entertainment. The way you do your book, keep your books, it's, the way you communicate with friends. Any aspect of our modern day society has changed because of the technology.
Yep, because of the web.
And the alignment of their specific network of people.
Mm-hmm.
A good example
Yep.
would be Sarah Silverman. When you went down and saw her speak for Bernie Sanders, all
Yeah.
she does is put a tweet out. It hits, I don't know how many people she has on Twitter, but I'm certain it's a very significant
Yeah.
number. But she can hit 1 million people just by saying she's going to speak there, and that's promotion for Bernie.
Yeah,
Yep.
So that's where it becomes amazing, and that's where you get that free reach.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's incredible, and it's only just begun. You can imagine we'll have this conversation in another couple of years and see how things have changed. It's just
Yeah, then hopefully we'll be doing it on like HBO.
we do it on HBO from an island in the Caribbean,
In the same place.
Chaunceyville, live from Chaunceyville. It's really in polite company.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's really